Some late changes. Riley Stoddart, of course, didn't come up for the game. Matthew Ling is a laid out for Sydney Swans, and Luke Parks and Pierce Roseby come in the emergencies. No changes for Brisbane. They are at full strength to get us started. For preliminary final one, here's Mark Kanga-Kennedy.
Well, we are here, and it's a beautiful day, a little bit windy. That'll be recalled, that bounce. It's going to be Naismith versus Archie Smith, and one of the great things I think Sydney have today, and a big advantage, that Darcy Cameron, Michael Noel, and of course Sam Naismith, real tall timber through the middle of the ground. Archie Smith has got a big job, and of course the Sydney guys can really push forward as we get underway again. Archie Smith on hands and knees, we get it out there. The Swans, they're just going to push it forward in the first foray. Payne couldn't handle it, but Leicester can. Cutler, he'll be in the mix there for that spot next week. Handball didn't hit its target, but Bastanak cleans it up. Cedric Cox now, Junior Silk, just puts on the afterburners. How far's he run? He takes his second there, gets a kick inside forward 50. Good spoil. That came from foot, and now they can get out of trouble through Van Hoysted.
He kicks it into a contested situational spoil down by Allison. Goes out wide. Louis Taylor for the Brisbane Lions tracks the ball over the boundary line in front of the scoreboard.
Big fly from the back. And bring it down. The Swans might be able to pick it up, but they can't. Robertson, quick handball. Gets it off to Bastanak and rolls it through. So good forward pressure there from the Lions results in the first goal of the game. In fact, it was Thorne who was met very heavily, just inside forward 50. The little kick came out and it found Fullerton. Sunshine Coast boy from Caloundra. Up there. Goes forward, kicks it from about 45 and sits it on the breeze nicely. So Fullerton adds Brisbane second. South Pine Sports Complex here, northern suburbs of Brisbane. Little chipping ball finds Lions. And that is a nice little pass. Just around the corner, hit it sweetly. A recall next week, and we be on the list next year. Comes in though. We'll worry about the time at hand, and that make hay while the sun shines, and that's 2 for him in the first quarter.
It just fell short. It was Rossman who couldn't quite take it. Cox gets a handball out. Now McInerney. I know that comes back, whistle on play. It was a high shot. Umpire says there was a high tackle involved. Louis Taylor is the recipient. So Louis Taylor from 45 looks for the first goal to this right of screen and gets it. That's the way you've got to aim to the right goalpost at the right of screen.
That he has. Gets a handball off to Cutler. Little quick one. Looking for Lyons, but Bell gets in there. Moves smoothly. Gets the ball inside forward 50 and finds a target. So here is a golden opportunity for the Sydney Swans. Have a good look at this. On the left foot he comes. That is a lovely, lovely kick for the Swans first. And Marco Rossman, they get around him, and well they should.
Goes forward now. The ball taken by Tom Fullerton. I do like the way this boy plays his football, Kanga. He gets it to Bastanak. Bastanak right on 50, centre half forward. Sees somebody on his own. Sam Skinner takes it 30 metres out directly in front. From 30, Sam Skinner, no issue. Puts it over the crane at the back of the goal and gets the Lions fifth. 5-6-36. Plays 1-5-11.
In charge of the Queensland footy for a long time.
No, he certainly was. He's instrumental in the growth of the game in both states. A monument to him. Bastanak kicks it to the top of the square. At the back, Robertson, tackled by Van Hoysted, gets the handball away. Keys, left foot, and puts it through for the Brisbane Lions. Better ball movement. Gets it there to Darcy Cameron. Or was going to unload the handball, then did late. That's a nice kick inside 50. And the mark taken there by Kyle Martin. But really, really good work by Sam Thorne there. He's under a lot of pressure. So Kyle Martin comes in. Let's go from 40. Starts it right. It fades left. That's the way to do it at that end. The Swannies get their second goal. 20 goals for the year. Wants to play on. Handball over the top. It ends up back to McFadgen. It's kicked to the top of the square. Oh, nice mark taken then by Sam Skinner. Comes in. 15 metres out directly in front and kicks it straight through the middle. Through to the back of the car park, and the Lions extend their lead. It is 7-8-50. Throw in with Smith at the back. Once again, Cox puts himself in. Tackled off the ball by Naismith. Leicester. No, there's a free kick. It's going to go back behind play. It's going to be another high tackle, and it's going to go. I think it's the way of the Brisbane Lions, but umpire Nick, there it is. It is going to... No, if it goes to Matheson. But you've got to put your head over the agate to get those ones, Kanga. Yeah, that's what I like about it. Reece Matheson comes in from 40 metres and makes no mistake for the Brisbane Lions. They extend their lead, 8-11-59. Plays 2-6-18. It's now a 41-point margin. Tackled, lets loose the ball. James Bell has an opportunity, dribbles the left footer. It bounces. What's going to happen? It's picked up. Oh, great defensive effort by Starcevic. That's a goal-saving effort, and the ball by Zach Foote comes through. Dead set going to be a goal for the Swans until Brandon Starcevic intervened. We'll see it on the Bar TV, NEAFL TV replay. There you go. Great effort from Starcevic.
Now to Basnak. He's had 3 disposals in this little passage. Starcevic, and finds a little one-handed up periscope type mark from Louis Taylor.
That was heading straight between the pecs of Sam Skinner. And you can see on the NEAFL TV, Bar TV replay, it was a beautiful kick going for Skinner, and Louis Taylor, oh, there you go, I'll have this one. He put his hand up and said, it's mine.
He's already kicked 1 into the breeze today, and he's got 2 into the breeze. Kicked both of his goals to the right of screen. 1 in the second quarter and 1 here in the last. Puts the margin out to 47 points, and I think, barring an absolute calamity of catastrophic proportions, Brisbane have booked their place in the grand final as we see that lovely kick from Louis Taylor. As far as the spectacle of this game and having the ball just on the outer side constantly, just had his name written all over that one, did Naismith. Just hammers it off the left foot, not with any great aplomb I might add, and Matt Eagles just absolutely manhandles his opponent and just slung to the ground. And that was unfair in a weight contest, but getting up, albeit a little bit gingerly, was Kyle Martin.
He wore that very well, Kyle Martin, because that was a brute of a tackle. You'll see it here on the replay. Oh, it's a slam. That could have been brutal.
It's more the shoulder.
Yep.
So he comes in, does Martin, lines it up, and that's 2 for Kyle Martin. The boy from Manly, part of the Swans Academy. Fullerton couldn't find a target. McFadden just palms one off, gets it to Junior Silk, who has his kick smothered. Taylor back to Jacob Allison. He lines him up. He's very good in front of goals, and that is no exception. Kicks the ball wonderfully, does Jacob Allison. He just doesn't get there. The bounce eludes him, and the Swans can come away. Goulden is the target, but eludes him. It also eludes the Lions player until Robertson gets back there. Payne, he's caught. That's a good tackle by Wicks.
You know what? Sam Wicks impresses the hell out of me. He's a great footballer.
Boy from Manly. And then the kick inside forward 50 finds Cody Hurst. So Cody Hurst from the Eastern Rangers and originally from Lilydale, Victoria. Comes in, left foot, strikes it nicely, and that's a nice goal. So good finish. Not a bad build-up, and it's all about putt for dough, drive for show, and he got the dough. Cody Hurst on that occasion, margin back to 41 points. Little skip in his run-up there, but effective, very effective on the left.
So it's parity. Again, they've drawn the quarter, the Sydney Swans here. They were 41 down at three-quarter time. They haven't given up the ghost, and you wouldn't have expected them to anyway. 22 and a half minutes gone. It's been a very difficult day for the players outside, can't you? Just swirling breeze, bit of a dust storm as well.
Brisbane are plus 151 in possessions, plus 45 in marks, plus 20 in inside 50s. And a lot of the other stats are actually pretty reasonably balanced.
Just looking at a couple of Swans boys, Nick Blakey and James Rowbottom, getting some photos with some Sydney Swans fans down there. Well done to them. for getting here as well. Supporting their boys is James Rose in the middle. Gets it out. Oh, crunching tackling effort came from Ryan Lester yet again, showing all of that experience. It's a towed forward. Skinner, handball back to Corey Lyons. Louis Taylor does the 1-2 with Lyons from 55, lowers the eyes, and nice pass and a good mark taken there by Connor McFadden. Under a little bit of heat from Reed Van Hoysted, but takes the mark. He'll have a ping from 35-40 out.
Yeah, well, Ryan Lester, I'll tell you what it does, it illustrates to me, it'd be easy just to, I suppose, tune out a little bit because the game is beyond reach. But clearly a lot of these players have got other things on their mind that they just can't shut down, can they?
No, look, there's got to be half a dozen of them thinking they're a shot for that spot. As we see McFadden come in, starts at left and it goes even lefter, if that's an expression, one behind. So it's 10-14-74, plays 4-8-32. 42 points the margin, the Lions lead it. We play 24 and a bit. The final term on NEAFL TV through Bar TV.
We are into time on. 24 and a half minutes. McInerney goes up the middle. Not a bad kick. Finds, I was going to say finds Goulden, but didn't quite hang on to it. Goes again. Gets a little scrubby kick out now instead. Lions are there to mop up. Eagles being one of those. Gets it out to his defensive partner in Walker. Corey Lyons and Hinge combine. Hinge swings one through, straight through Skinner's arms. Pink off to Rose. And hitting the deck hard was Walker, but he'll get up, and then copping a higher one was Corey Lyons.
I heard what you did there. Hinge and swings.
Thank you.
That was very nice.
That was Wicks that gave away the free kick, and I'll let you take it away as I pat myself on the back for the punt.
Jacob Allison, one of your best, Kanga, gets it across to Brandon Starcevic now. Bastanak, racking them up today, Bastanak. Sideways floater, ends up in the hands of Nick Robertson. He's got to target it. McFadden finds him. Lands it a little awkwardly, a little jarring. Handball back to Nick Robertson. Has a ping from 55. This is going to curl. No, it just doesn't make the distance. It had the right line on it too. Through for a behind.
Tell you what, had the right line, enough to get you excited. Rose, that's a big kick. And it finds that man, the wall. I think we should call him the wall. Well, the wall can't kick, clearly, because he turned it straight over. McKellar it was. He just puts it deep inside Sydney's forward 50 and able to probably redeem himself to some extent will be Walker. And he just holds onto it nicely and kicks it off to Lester. Doesn't quite make the distance, so play on's the call. Starcevic gets it off to Keys. And Keys has just been hanging down back there recently. Just a little chipping ball from Keys. Finds Ryan Lester again. He's starting to really rack them up. 23 for him.
And he's done beautifully. Starcevic as well. Now, Swans basically set up very nicely, so they're making it difficult for Brisbane to come out. Long kick down the line. Good contest from everyone involved. Towed off the deck by Fullerton. This will give a chance to Luke Parks. He collects it, gets the handball away. Just hits Thorne. Thorne now, gives it to McKellar, who gets absolutely crunched. That's a really good tackle. Well done by Sam Skinner. And the umpire will ball it up.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. I mean, there was no malice. He just went hard at the tackle and really laid it on, didn't he? He came across. He had to work hard for it.
Boom.
And boom. He'll be very happy with that. Play goes on. Lyons has got the ball. Just eludes his opponent. Hurst gives it to Robertson. He just retreats and gives it to Lester. And immediately looked inside to try and open play up. Little chipping ball finds Corey Lyons. So we're really into that junk time now, aren't we?
Well, that's a better looking kick from Lyons. It was lucky it floated there. Tom Berry got there. He'll chip it to centre forward. Ballenden. He's got it. He can almost go the distance there, but he's got a man in the pocket basically by himself and hitting. That was Tom Cutler. Now, let's see if he gets a little frustrated here. He was trying to go back and draw a fitty. He wanted to be closer.
And he gave the umpire a bit of, what's happening here? Somebody's near me. Been a good player at NEAFL level before he got injured. 13th disposal coming up.
Let's go from 35. And that's a nice looking kick. He likes it. So does the goal umpire. The Lions get their 11th, 15. 81 to the Swans, 4-8-32. So the throw in, the outer side at South Pine Sports Complex. Latter stages of this preliminary final. The Lions in command, and there it is. The siren to kill it all off, and the Brisbane Lions remain undefeated, and they will enter next week's NEAFL 2019 Grand Final. It will be the Brisbane Lions taking on Southport. I am salivating already, Mark Kennedy. That will be an absolute ripper on NEAFL TV through Bar TV.